Good evening and welcome. I'm Vincent McCory. This is Africa 54. Violence erupted in Burundi on Friday when at least 12 insurgents launched attacks on military bases in the nation's capital. 12 were killed and 20 others were arrested. Soldiers told Reuters at least 5 of their comrades were also killed, but an army spokesman says there were only wounded. A small arms fire has echoed across Bujumbura throughout the day after heavy gunfire and blasts shook the city in the early morning hours. Residents say streets were empty and police were out in force at a time when people normally head to work. The outbreak of violence, the worst since a failed coup in May, is unnerving for a region that remains volatile. Western powers and regional nations fear old ethnic rifts could fully reopen and plunge the country into a civil war. For the latest on the situation in Burundi, Apollinaire Niyirora, a Burundian journalist, joins me by phone from Bujumbura. Good evening, Apollinaire.
Good evening to you.
Yes, now first, just update us on the situation at the moment as we speak. What's going on in Bujumbura?
Yeah, the situation right now is a bit different from that we were facing early in the morning, but I couldn't say that the situation is really good because I'm still hearing gunfire from a neighborhood from where I am. I hear the gunfire from Nyakabiga, and the latest reports say that 5 people were killed in Nyakabiga alone.
Yes.
It's 5 people killed there, but it's different from the 12 people, the 12 assailants who were killed during the attack against military barracks, according to the army spokesman.
Now, Apollinaire, does anybody know who are the attackers?
So far, we don't know who are the attackers because they haven't yet claimed the responsibility, and the Burundian army spokesman didn't reveal who carried out the attacks.
Now, this looks like one of the most daring attacks going to a military base. Are there concerns that there is a possibility of an armed kind of outbreak or civil war in the coming days?
Well, people fear that this might be a beginning of a civil war because this is one of the main attacks since they broke out of the crisis in April. Attacking to military bases in Bujumbura and the one in the countryside, people see that this is it's an operation that has to be done by people who are prepared. So we fear that this might be a beginning of a civil war.
Well, Apollinaire, thank you very much for giving us those updates. Apollinaire Niyirora is a Bujumbura-based journalist.